What's up guys, Jimmy here with another Lots of Games video. Well, I got a huge NES game score, over 30 games. Just not too long ago, my boss, he had a bunch of NES games. He's like, you know what, I'm going to throw these out. And I said, hold on, wait a second, stop right there. Before you do, give them to me. And so I just want to go over with you guys what I was able to get. This is pretty awesome too. I got some NES controllers. And I have to say, you know, over 30 games, I was so excited. I got home, plugged in my NES, and for 2 hours I tried to get my NES to work, and my NES is totally dead. As the year, you know, I got the original NES as I got as a kid for Christmas, and through the years it's kind of disintegrated, or however you want to put it, and so it's totally shot. So unfortunately these games were not played. I was so excited, I had some time to play these games. They went unplayed, so I am going to show you though, guys, what I was able to get. We have here some NES controllers. I love this too because the level of gray / yellow kind of newness. I'm guessing that one of them was protected from the elements more than others. So I have those. Altogether, got 3 NES controllers. I don't have a console to play them on. Let's see here. Oh, another thing, I've got this basket, got some games here. But he had this really cool Nintendo carrying case. So, you know, you've got a stack of games, take it to your friend's house, play some games. So we've got that. Yeah, let's just go ahead and dive into this case. Now, some of these games are pretty common. Some of these games are maybe a little less common. Let's start things off with, pretty much all of them have the cases to them. We've got California games, which actually I'm a big fan of California games. Some of the mini games are just really fun, like hacky sack and surfing. There's a bunch of them. I don't even remember. There's probably like roller skating or whatever. Some of the mini games are really. I remember hacky sack. Hit the seagull up in the air. That's a fun one. California games. We have here golf. Not exactly rare, but it's golf right there. We have one of my favorites as a kid, Capcom's Commando. I don't know, I remember as a kid, my cousin had this game, and of course a lot of these games are really linear, not a whole lot of exploration, but I don't know, there was just some level of exploration that I found in this game that I really, really enjoyed. I enjoyed this game a lot, Commando. Let's see here, we have WrestleMania. And WrestleMania, I liked WrestleMania, but I didn't like it as much. Is a name here I'm crossing out. But WrestleMania, I didn't like it as much as the Muscles game, which I don't know, maybe the Muscles is inferior, but these guys have their own NES game. I liked that one more than WrestleMania. Weird, I know I'm weird. We have here official licensee, Major League Baseball. I don't know who this is. Derek Fox. That's the name on it. Double Dragon 2, which as a kid, my next door neighbor had Double Dragon 2, and it has a sweet co-op 2-player option in it. And I love this game. Played it so much. I did not get to the higher levels until I was able to just play it by myself, because my next door neighbor, he wasn't very good at this game. But the 2-player on this, I had a lot of fun with. I really enjoyed Double Dragon 2. Tecmo Baseball. Didn't really get to play a whole lot of that one. Mainly with his Tecmo sports game was Tecmo Football or Super Bowl. Tecmo Bowl. Here's a game that actually I had for my Atari 2600 that I loved, and I also loved playing in the arcades. I never played the NES version, and that is Joust. And I'm not sure how well it is. I don't know. I remember playing it on the 2600 and just kind of getting into a rhythm and doing really well at it and just having a lot of fun with the game. It's very simple, very basic gameplay mechanics, but I really, really liked it. Okay, got a story for this one. Operation Wolf. This is a game I believe was in the arcades. I had, I was a kid, I don't know if it was in elementary school, and I had a couple bikes at the house, like my dad had a bike, I had a bike. And one of the high school, real popular high school guys on my street asked if he could borrow a bike and I could go with him. And we ended up going, just driving around. I think he was grounded or something, but we ended up going to like 7-Eleven, and he got a bunch of, like, I don't know, he got like a soda, he got chips, and he was playing this game, and I asked if I could, I didn't have any money on me, you know, totally broke, poor kid, and he's playing this game, having fun, and asked if I could play it, you know, because, you know, I let him borrow one of the bikes, and he said no. Well, you can't play this game. So anyway, Operation Wolf. Here is a game, I think from the a TV series from the late 80s, early 90s, and that is American Gladiators. I think there's American Gladiators for the Super Nintendo, but yeah, I have not played this one yet, so I'm not sure if it's any good. I'm guessing there's a two-player option. Okay, Goonies 2. There's a couple good reviews on YouTube for Goonies 2, and definitely go out and search those ones. I played this one at my friend's house. I didn't get to spend a whole lot of time. I didn't quite get it because I saw the first Goonies movie and I played this one. It was very different. You know, if you're used to playing Super Mario Brothers and Zelda, and you play this, you're like, what is this game? And so I just did not get the chance to play it that much. Now I have it. Now I can play it. Let's see here. Fan favorite, Metroid. Love this one. Love the level of exploration in this game. Fantastic. Excellent. I remember seeing this game a while back. I never played it. I think it's a strategy game. Shingen the Ruler. Strategy game, I believe. I don't know if it's RPG, but maybe more strategy. And this one where it has a battery on the back. You know, these NES games, I'm curious, for those of you guys that have NES games with batteries in them, you know, there's games with batteries, like, you know, like a lot of games with batteries, but how have any of those games failed on you? Do those batteries, they ultimately fail, don't they? I'm really curious to know with batteries that are in these games if they still hold up. Never played this one. Okay, next up is one based on a movie. And I think there's also a Super Nintendo release, and that is Sylvester Stallone's Cliffhanger. This isn't like super rare, but it's not that common from what I've seen. Not the most common NES game, so I'm definitely interested in playing that on a working NES when I get the chance. Wayne Gretzky Hockey, THQ, which I don't think THQ is around anymore. But there you go. Next up is Brawler Fighter. You got Renegade, which I think I enjoyed. I'm trying to remember if this one was in the arcades. But I remember seeing the advertisements for this one in Electronic Gaming Monthly. I'm like, oh man, I'd like to get that for my NES. Now I've got a copy. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, we're over 16 so far. Let's go over the remainder, shall we? Let's see here. I had a couple of these shirts. TNC Surf Design. This one was kind of like, it was just not kind of like, it was just like California Games. You had all these different mini games, like surfing. And if I remember correctly, I'm wondering, I think this one might have been inferior to California Games, but I don't remember. But this brand, TNC Surf Design, it was a really, you know, a lot of the kids were wearing the t-shirts and whatever, sweaters, hats for this, and glad to have this one. I did play this one as a kid. Alright, let's see here. Blades of Steel, classic, legendary. Dude, awesome. Konami. Dude, Konami, bring back some more Blades of Steel, please. That'd be awesome. Let's see here. Paperboy. This is one you can pick up on the cheap. Very fun, addictive title like this one. Great game for the arcades. We've got Skate or Die, which I remember as a kid, a friend of mine, he had some money and he's like, you know, we're going to have a sleepover, I'm going to rent a game. So he rented this, and him and I were getting so frustrated over this game. I think this one was, I don't know, maybe just too much for my age, but I played this one not too long ago and really, really enjoyed it. Skate or Die, there you go. We've got here, we've got Goal in honor of the World Cup there, Goal. I have not played this one. I do not know if it's good or not. Let's see here, not to be outdone. Goal 2, Goal 1 and Goal 2, I am set. Okay. Alright. Love this one. Very different. Super Mario Brothers 2. I remember, you know, I played endless hours of the first Super Mario Brothers at my friend's house, and then I remember I went, a friend of the family's, we went out of town with my parents, and they had just gotten this, and I was looking at it, and I'm like, what? This isn't Super Mario Brothers. What is this? It's weird, but I don't know. I really like Super Mario Brothers 2. I really do. I really do. Let's see here. A second copy of Blades of Steel. Because by chance, if you have two NESs going and one of the NES is being worked and two people are playing it, you want to play it on the second NES, got 2 copies of Blades of Steel. I'm not exactly sure how that happened for my boss, how that acquisition happened. But more the merrier. Ooh, another game with a battery. I didn't know this one had it. Tecmo Super Bowl. I love this one. I think, I'm not sure which one it is, but the developers in Japan had this fantasized idea about certain football players, and like Bo Jackson was like this, I don't know, this more than, you know, of course he was this super athlete. But in Tecmo Bowl, I'm not sure which version it is, but you give the ball to Bo Jackson, he can't be stopped. You just give the ball to Bo Jackson, run in for a touchdown, no one will be able to tackle you, which is awesome. This one had a battery. I totally forgot about that. Maybe the original one had a battery. I'm not sure, but this is Tecmo Super Bowl. Okay. Bandai Golf. Challenge Pebble Beach. I don't really know the history of on when Bandai and I guess Namco got together. I'm not sure, but there's another golf game. Golf for the NES. This is okay. I've got a quick story. I'm not giving you guys all these little stories. I'm sorry. Double Dribble. This is one's just sad. This is the type of thing that I might need therapy in. This is pretty bad. When I was in 7th grade. We had this up at my church. We had these basketball, a basketball, you know, like a normal sized basketball hoops, and we pulled up this like these portable stairs up to it, and they were carpeted, and we'd run up and slam dunk the basketball. And we kept doing that for hours. We just loved slam dunking the basketball. But on one occasion, I slam dunked the basketball so hard, my body swung under and my hands slipped off the rim. I ended up bracing myself when I hit the floor, when I hit the hardwood floor. It ended up fracturing both my wrists. So I had these 2 casts. So I couldn't play any games. And it hurt. I mean, it hurt to play with the controllers. And so this is sad. I ended up using the NES gamepad with my feet, playing games with my feet. I don't think I need to say any more after that. So yeah, there, Double Dribble, great memories. I'll save that one for towards the end. Let's see here. This one I already had. Let's see here. This is the one that I did not have. The Super Mario Brothers Duck Hunt World Class Track Meet, the 3-in-1. I did not have that one. Let's see here. This is a 2-for-1. It still has a tag for $1.99. Super Spike Volleyball and Nintendo World Cup. And both of these you could do 4-player. I'm trying to remember if Super Spike Volleyball is the same one you can get for the TurboGrafx. There was a game with a very similar name for the TurboGrafx. But yeah, 2 for 1 right here. Pretty cool. And we have here Marble Madness. I know a lot of people had a hard time with the gamepad. Going back to the gamepad and the controls, it wasn't a sweet trackball where you could just, like at the arcades. But I got pretty good at playing Marble Madness with the gamepad, and I don't know, I really enjoyed it. I'm sure if I had a control with the trackball, I'd enjoy it a lot more. But I don't know, just something about Marble Madness I really enjoyed. Okay. Let's see here. The Black Bass. This is a game you can get on dirt cheap on eBay. I remember as a kid seeing this in the Electronic Gaming Monthly. They had like resellers that would have like in fine print like dozens, maybe hundreds of NES games, and how much they would pay you if you traded it in. And I could have sworn this is one that, like, by far, this is the most they would pay you for. And I think this one was like $55 if you turned it in used. I could be wrong, but any of you guys out there that the old game magazine, the Black Bass, I don't know, random story there. Here's a favorite of mine, Akari Warriors. Oh man, playing this game with a co-op friend, getting into some tanks, laying some waste. Good times. What does it say? I don't know if you can see it, but it says, 2 can play together! Exclamation mark. Pretty awesome. Okay. And finally, pretty sweet one that I never had in my collection. One of you guys know the story I recently told, how the first game that I got from my NES at the stores that someone bought for me was Mega Man 2. Here's one that I never got. And this is one that this isn't like a $5 or $10 title on eBay. You'll have to spend a little bit more than that. And that's Mega Man 6. For those of you guys that watch the Happy Console Gamer, Rob Mann does a excellent review. Well, he's done reviews on few of the different Mega Man series, but he talks about Mega Man 6 and the other Mega Mans, and he does an excellent job. Check out that review when you get the chance, the Mega Man series, and I'm excited to finally have this one. Well, guys, there is the sweet haul that I got, NES haul. I'll have it in the video description or the headline. We already know how many games I got, but over 30 NES games. Pretty sweet, pretty stoked, pretty excited. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this, please hit the thumbs up button. I'll talk to you later.